I'm curious to see what all the hubbub is about with this movie, Bullet Train. I've been hearing about this one pretty extensively the past couple days, and I would say there's some factors that I could at least imagine going into watching the trailer would play to that. I'm not sure necessarily if it's David Leitch. I haven't seen all of his films. I know he's credited I believe he was the director of Deadpool 2, right? I don't watch the Deadpool movies, so again, I'm kind of like, well, I wouldn't recognize it there, or in terms of his quality, but I know that was generally what we're seeing by fans. He did do Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, and I kind of thought that was, middle of the road. I didn't care for it as much as I did. I mean, it was a fun movie, but it's kind of like, well, I like the energy better of the other films, of the Fast Saga, as we are apparently so calling it. But it's also listed apparently in IMDb, and I forgot about this, but he's uncredited as the director of John Wick. I like the John Wick movies quite a bit. So hopefully this is a strong, I'm assuming again, action thriller from Sony. And it sounds, I don't know maybe how many people are thinking, maybe it's the David Leitch element is what's bringing people in. It seems more like the casting would, because the list of names here for this film is extensive. Zazie Beetz, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brad Pitt, Joey King, Sandra Bullock's in this, Logan Lerman, Michael Shannon, Brian Tyree Henry. A lot of familiar names. Very expanded cast. But I'm excited to watch it. Again, a lot of names in there that I like. Let's go ahead and take a look at the... actually, we're going to take a look at the trailer in a minute. First, I'll start with a synopsis in case any of you don't know what this film is about. I mean, I'm sensing a bit of a connection... I'll get to that. This is what it says according to the synopsis from IMDb. 5 assassins aboard a fast-moving bullet train find out their mission has something in common. So this is like an assassin thriller. On board a train, I like confined thrillers. Anybody else get a bit like I know it's not the same movie, but I'm kind of like, well, maybe it's just because I saw it a couple months ago and really enjoyed it. Well, actually, it's been a couple years at this point. I don't know. Haven't we all lost track of time at this point? But Snowpiercer, very good film if you've never watched it. But that was a very strong train thriller. And again, I liked the way it was just confined in different spaces. But that was a very creative film and very different, I would imagine, from this one. This is more like, an assassin approach. It sounds interesting. I did see from the thumbnails, as much as I like Brad Pitt, and I haven't seen him since Ad Astra, although, again, I will say the credit to that movie, I do remember that film as well, but he did have shorter hair there. I hate the long chic. I just have to be honest, I don't like it. Well, I guess to each their own, but I've got a bit of a fashion mind. It's not something that I notice. I don't know. I prefer the short hair Brad Pitt a little more. I think they'd be better fitting for an assassin. The long hair thing, too, has been, I think, overused by, well, it's sort of John Wick's staple. Right, with Keanu Reeves. Let's keep it there. Separate, it makes them be like, well, I've seen short hair assassins long enough. Well, I'm like, well, it's kind of, it's typical, though. I would think. Okay, that's a side complaint. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the, I guess, teaser for Bullet Train. We'll look at the trailer in a separate video, but we'll talk about this more after watching the trailer together. Without further ado, or the teaser, whatever this happens to be. It's pretty short. Here we go. But this was the opener before the trailer came out.
A new way to travel. Tranquil.
Beautiful from a visual perspective. Good nature shots. Fast. I love it. Is that,
travel, I guess, doesn't have
dust,
to be
maybe?
hectic.
Or dust setting in?
Join us for a truly unforgettable experience.
Oh, those are beautiful flowers.
NSL. Get on board March 2nd. You put peace out in the world, you get peace back.
There's no peace in this movie. That's kind of ironic. It doesn't sound like that. You're thinking of an assassin story. Like, this isn't peaceful. I'm not sure where this takes place. I'm assuming it takes place like in an overseas nation. Or city, maybe, because I'm looking at the poster and there's obviously, I'm not sure what language that is. The silhouette behind Bullet Train. I don't know. Is that Korean? Chinese? Japanese? I'm not exactly sure. I don't think it's, is it Korean? I'm not sure. Feel free to clarify down below. I didn't study Eastern languages when I was in high school. I studied Spanish. Maybe I should study a different language to get a better sense of going into that. But I'd love clarification points down below. Nature shot wise, it's beautiful. I love those flowers. I mean, those I forget what they're called, but they're just so pretty to look at. But that moon shot, or not moon, but the mountain in the background. Or was there a moon in the shot? I forget. Oh, they open it with that parasol, too. That's just beautiful. Yes. I'm not sure. I know it's somewhere in the East. I'm pretty sure. It's a beautiful presentation, though. I really like it so far. Now, that's just the teaser, though. The trailer's coming. So, well, it's already out at this point, but I'm going to look at it with you guys in a separate video. What are your guys' thoughts on the film based on that short little teaser? I mean, I thought it was kind of silly. It seemed like maybe something that would be very commercial-esque, like an ad for the train. It seemed to be what it was. Like, get on board on March 2nd when the trailer debuted. It's interesting. It's kind of a fun little idea. But let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget all the good stuff. Like, subscribing to sharing that bell until we get to watch more from this film via the trailer. I'll see you guys at a point that happens to be. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, your fellow man. God bless. And peace.